Remember, the Islamic scholars used this ayah to say all the companions of Muhammad are good. All of them, they call them udul. Udul meaning justifiably, reliable. People we can take from them. Well, of course, this ayah doesn't say that, but they made that claim based on this ayah. And they also said, and by the way, not just the companions, but the second and the third generation. So this declaration by the traditionalists was wrong, clearly wrong, because there is a declaration from the Qur'an itself. As a matter of fact, it's in the same surah. As a matter of fact, it's the very ayah next to 9-100. So this ayah is 9-100, and the very one next to it, 9-101, it says, من أهل المدينة مردوا على النفاق لا تعلمهم نحن نعلمهم. Among those around you of the Arabs, some are hypocrites, and among the cohorts of Medina, people of Medina, people in Medina, this is what the Quran is saying. They are accustomed to hypocrisy. Some of them are hypocrites around you, Muhammad. This is from Surah 9, Al-Fadiha, the scandalous. They just stopped at ayah 100. They didn't read ayah 101. It says that. Furthermore, it says, you do not know them, but we know them. The Malaika are speaking, of course. So therefore, even Muhammad did not know about such hypocrites. And yet, the Quran is clearly telling us, around you, Muhammad, there are hypocrites. Well, those hypocrites were around Muhammad. Were they companions? Yeah, they were companions. Does that mean we can take blindly from all companions? Of course not. So the point is, the ayah 101, 102 give us an explanation confirming what I just told you about the errancy, the erroneousness of the declaration by the traditional scholars regarding the first three generations. Now, why is this so important? You have to understand, most of the ilm, or the so-called ilm, so-called knowledge and sciences that we received in the last 1400 years. In other words, the basis for what the scholars of the last 1400 years have worked on was created by the first three generations, the Salaf. This is why this is so important. So if they attributed such erroneous declaration, such erroneous judgment that violates 9101 to all the companions of Muhammad, that means they've started from the wrong basis of information. Right away, that puts a question mark on everything we have in the tradition. Again, this doesn't please me, because in the last 30 years, 40 years, I've spent a good 20, 25 years teaching what was in those books of tradition. Yeah, teaching. And I believed them until I stopped and asked, does the Quran agree with what I'm doing? And I found, no, it does not, as you saw right there. So we have to be critical thinkers. We have to think carefully before blindly accepting anything that a certain imam or mullah or sheikh or ustaz or whatever, doctor or whatever claims is part of our tradition. Part of our tradition does not mean it's sacred, does not mean it's correct 100%.